Another great feature in Alice is access to internet. You can ask Alice to browse internet for you and also scrape some websites. You can do it with various services, and I want to explain you how to do exactly that right now. So let's get started. First thing I'd like to tell you is that some models currently offer built-in ability to browse the web, because if you have the model, such as the newest version of, let's say, GPT, and obviously you'll have some newer versions of models here as well as they evolve pretty quickly, some of them offer access to internet straight away. So you might be surprised if you select some model and you will ask to browse a website and it will be able to do it. More and more models currently are enabling those options. So the first thing you can do is select some models and experiment with them and see whether they support some current information. One of the top models that have current information built in is the one from Perplexity. And you might know Perplexity is a really great service that basically offers you the access to some newest information. So if I asked who won the Oscars, I will get the newest and latest information about the current Academy Awards. And this was not possible for the models that were trained in a certain period of time. If you take, for example, GPT-4, it has been trained in a certain time, and then it couldn't access the newest information. But now you can do it with Sonar Pro, which is really great from Perplexity, provided that you have Perplexity key in Alice, but also you can explore the same capabilities in the newest models if you explore those models, for example, from OpenAI. So they can have it built in. But also, there is another way you can access internet, and this is via Firecrawl. If you go to Alice's settings, here in the General tab, if you scroll down, you will be able to provide Firecrawl API key. It is possible that in future we will add some more providers here. There is quite a few providers like Brave and some other ones that provide the API to browse the web. One of them is Firecrawl. One great thing about Firecrawl is that it offers a pretty generous free tier. So you can easily go there, obtain their API key. You don't have to give credit card details, and you can start using it. And you can use hundreds of queries to Firecrawl before it asks you to subscribe to any of their plans. So this is really nice, and it works like magic. So basically what you have to do, if you already provided the key, you go to any conversation within any model and you simply press Command O, or you enable web search here. Let's start new conversation and let's make sure that we have this option enabled, and then ask a question. For example, how do I unlink component instance in Figma? Now what he's going to do is he's going to browse internet for us and give us the response that is based on those references. And you can also preview the references here. You can see that there is Figma help and some other references mentioned. It means that it used internet to search for the reply to this question. And still, I have this web search enabled, so any other follow-up question will go the same route. So it will go straight to the Firecrawl search, and then it will return the reply based on what it found on the internet, as well as the model's general knowledge. Also, what you can do if you go to settings and you configure your assistants, what you can do in your assistant settings, you can decide that this particular assistant will have an online mode set up to on by default. So if you turn this on, every new conversation with this assistant will have online mode enabled and will go to Firecrawl and get some information. So if you have assistants that rely on researching extensive information on the web, then it's really useful to turn this on so that you don't have to turn it on every time you create a new conversation with this assistant. So this is how it works. I hope you like it and you will give a try to either Firecrawl, or you will experiment with the newest and greatest model that offer this capability built in. See you in the next one.